Let's get this on. Alright guys, so hello and welcome to this educational Ophelia video. In this video I will tell a little bit about how I micro when I play Ophelia, as well as how to jungle in the Legion jungle. That's simply, like, this is mostly going to be a video on how to farm efficiently in the Legion jungle, and I want you to be able to apply this when you play yourself. So this is going to be, of course, an educational video. This is a replay, as you can see, so I will be casting from a I will be commentating on a replay. So let's get this on. Alright. So the first thing I do is that I pull 200 gold to my suicide player. I know for a fact that he's going to be suicide, and giving him some extra regen will of course allow him to have a better time. Not only play more aggressive on their supports, but it will also, like I said, make him have a much greater time. So I give him 200 gold, basically, well, 180, 2 runes of the blight, so he gets 6 runes of the blight in total. Then I buy myself a rev ward, because they're probably going to block one of my camps, maybe block the pole. In either case, the rev ward is going to be useful. If he's not going to block my camp or the pole, he is always going to ward either here or here to see when I come for a gank. So as you can see, he has 2 wards on him right now. So this is kind of an obvious thing to know. I already knew it was going to happen. So my rev ward here is going to be very, very useful. Then I also buy 2 mana pots, blights, and 2 minor totems. If I don't recall wrong, we actually get a bloodlust here, don't we? Yeah, we do.
Cherry popper.
Alright, so that of course increases my farm by a little bit. Helps me out a lot. And then I find their ward after a little bit of searching, because I saw him walk around all the way, then place it before he shell surfed out. So yeah. Very good ward to get countered. And I also know that he still had 1 ward on him when he died, so I know he for a fact didn't block my camp or warded his lane yet. But I might have to pick up another rev ward later. So, of course, I'm just going to sit here and chill for my camp to spawn. And by the end, Bubbles wards over here. So, one very important thing when you play all junglers in the Legion jungle is a question that I always want answered. Can I or can I not use the pull? A lot of you say that, when I showed my Legionnaire video, you said that it was very low MMR. You said that you would never be able to do this in high TMM, which was in fact wrong. And as a matter of fact, this game is a 2000 MMR game. Well, actually, I'm playing on my, not my highest account, I'm playing on my 1860 solo queue. But there are 2 players that are above 1980, 1 in each team. So this is a high-rated TMM game, so there's no excuse that you can bring up because blah blah, you played too low TMM or anything like that. This is a matter of fact, a high TMM game, and you'll see how I play here. I'm not going to stop talking like a genius, Prozen. I'm just trying to educate people here, okay? Well, of course, the Wrecking Ball video was amazing. Why is it paused? I don't remember this. Alright, but of course, the first thing I'm doing here is killing the Minotaur outside. I'm not going to talk about micro just yet. I'll do that as soon as I get a little bit of more creeps, and I'm also going to show you a scene in the later stages of the game that I'm going to be showcasing. That I played really, really well. Hello, man.
Let's get it on.
Alright, so as soon as I kill the hard camp outside, I'm going to be stacking both the medium and the medium camp. It really helps me out a lot with farm, and I'm going to be using this in case I get a Vulture Lord to increase my levels. Vulture Lord is your absolute best friend as an Ophelia in the early stages of the game, because you can take out stacks so easily by just holding the Vulture Lord far away. Basically, if I get a Vulture Lord here instead of these very bad creeps, I will place it over here, and then I will farm both these camps at the same time. The difference between the Hellborn jungle is that when I play a Hellborn Ophelia, you're only going to be able to use this medium camp. So I would be standing over here with my Vulture Lord and tornadoing over here while hitting it at the same time. But right now, I'm going to be finishing this other hard camp here, making sure that my Minotaur don't die, so it takes a little bit of longer time. So I tank it with myself, kill it, and then start running for the other camp, which is also a Minotaur. Right now I have really bad camps because there's no way I'm going to get a gank off on Bubbles. First of all, Empath and Dark Lady are perfectly capable to kill a Bubbles themselves. Especially because Dark Lady is such a great counter to him with his silence. So I don't really have to worry about the bottom lane. In the middle lane, we have a Drunken Master versus Pyro. So it will also be very, very hard to to gank there. And not only that, I also know that Bubbles didn't ward in here because he never walked in there. He came back to his lane without a ward. So I know for a fact he placed a ward somewhere around this area. Nowhere where, but I know that if I try to walk towards the middle lane, he will see me. So there's no way I can gank mid right now without counter warding his ward. And I can't gank bottom. So I'm going to just be focusing on farm right now. Try and get my level 5, level 6 before the 530 push. Why 530, you ask? That's when the catapult spawns that I want to push the tower with. So that's when your player in your team has farmed for quite a bit, and you want to push the tower with him. So yep, here I'm just going to clean out a little of the easy camp before going to my next camp. And as you can see, I'm asking my empath here for assistance to stack both of these camps before I'm going to kill them myself. So as you can see now, I'm 240 GPM, level 3, and now I finally get my Vulture Lord that I so wanted. You saw me killing this camp with a Vulture Lord outside as well. It's very important that you place your Vulture Lord very far away so he doesn't tank damage. Now look at this, what I'm doing right here. I'm successfully killing 2 triple stacks at the same time with my Vulture Lord. Actually, I'm not yet because I kind of fucked up. I thought all of them was in here, but they're not. So I'm going to be moving the Tornado, as you can see right now, because I want to finish off the next camp as well. But I also have another Vulture Lord here that I'll be using for the medium camp. So I'm moving this Tornado here, and as soon as my Tornado is out, I will take over the next Vulture Lord and kill this stack as well. So effectively, 2 very big camps farmed in a very short time. 2 triple stacks. I'm on level 5 by 3 minutes. I'm farming 300 GPM. We'll take over the second Vulture Lord and farm the other medium camp. So even though I did a small mistake by not getting both, I actually thought I had both camps, but I only got half of it instead of both completely. I was lucky to get another Vulture Lord. So if I didn't get another Vulture Lord, it would have been a little harder for me to kill it. So try and not make that same mistake as I did, because it will slow you down by a tiny bit. So that was perfect. By 4 minutes, I'm level 5 with 330 GPM, which is really good for an Ophelia player. You normally don't have this high of a GPM when you're Ophelia. And there you go, level 6 by 4 minutes, 340 GPM. So what can I do now? Again, I'm looking at bottom lane. They can kill him without me. I'm looking at mid, nothing really. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and get my level 7 before the push, before the 530 push. Sadly, there's Wild Hunters here, so I can't farm them with my Tornado, as you can see, but I'm still going to be able to kill the Wolf Commanders and then auto-attack the Wild Hunters to death. There we go, my Ring of Sorcery is being delivered. And this is only auto-attacks, making sure my creep never dies. I always position myself or another creep in front so the creeps don't die. It's very important. Slows you down a lot if you don't do that. How do you move the Tornado? You just target the Tornado and then you click on it. So basically, you just press on the Tornado and then you click on it and that's it. It's very simple. So that's a good question. I should have mentioned that. Alright, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to hit level 7 straight after this creep right here. Don't really recall. I'm still 340 GPM, so I'm doing really well, as I said. No level 7. Yeah, there we go. Level 7. Okay. So right now I want to push with the Catapult, who will be spawning here in 4 seconds. Going to show you just to explain what I mean. And as you can see, I'm on the same level as Tempest, farming equally well. So he's also doing very good. There you go. The Catapult just spawned. Perfect. So now I want to get another creep here and then come for the bottom push, because the Catapult will be alive. You need to make sure that you communicate with your team as well, so they know that you're coming. A lot of times when I play low TMM with my customers, I get I get flamed for pushing the tower too early. Don't bother about that, because pushing the tower really early is an extremely important matter. It gives gold to your entire team, as well as you can just get the lane back later by using the pull. So there's you'll give gold to your entire team, and you'll get. Well, that's really what you're after. So don't mind what the low-rated team members are saying. Pushing a tower early is very good. Even 2 sometimes is a very big possibility. And there you go, level 7, going down with the Catapult. So I now have 3 creeps, level 7, and this is where I end this part of the video. That's how you jungle very fast in the Legion jungle if you have the pull available. Yes, this will be on YouTube, Netflix. Alright, let's go and find my play here up in the top lane so I can explain the way I micro. Hello, Bulldog. I'm glad you enjoyed my Wrecking Ball video. Alright, let's see here. Oh. Thank you very much for your donation, Netflix. I really appreciate it, man. Thank you. Helps me out a lot. Alright, so the way I micro my hero is basically that I have them all bound. Like, I have my hero on 1, I have my courier on 2, I have my first creep on 3, my second creep on 4, my third creep on 5, and then all of us together on 6. However, I do not utilize these numbers all the time. You tab between the creeps. So when you have them all selected on your number 6 keybind, you tab between the creeps. So let's say I have my all bound now. I have my skeleton. I tab. Use my second skeleton. I tab. I use my minotaur, for example. But I also have them bound just in case. When I run like this, sometimes I enjoy just playing around with the buttons. You know, I'm a little bit of an APM. I have too high APM sometimes. I don't know why. I played too many strategy games in my life. I don't know. I click too much. So it's just basically me doing that. Now, a very important thing that I'm about to show you here is that whenever you have all of your creeps bound together, like yourself and all of your creeps, if you press Control, you will be running with your hero. So I'm going to be showing the scene here very, very soon. Let's say I take all my creeps right now. I take my entire wave here, and I right-click the Revenant. My creeps and myself are all going to right-click and try and auto-attack the Revenant, of course. But if I press Control on myself, I can go back with my hero, but my creeps will still go on Revenant. So basically, I can micro my own hero and at the same time micro my minions to do something else while having all of my minions and my hero selected. So I can do all the things at the same time. I will show you here in a second. I'm pretty sure this is the play I wanted to show. Otherwise, you'll just see a little team fight here with Ophelia. As you can see here, using my Minotaur by tabbing, getting a kill. Very, very fast and simple. You need to be very fast with your creeps. It takes a while to get used to, but if you have a good micro with Ophelia, you are an incredible, incredible beast. Alright, here comes a team fight. I'm not really a good play-by-play caster, so just enjoy the team fight and see what happens. One important thing to note is that Skeleton Kings always go through Shrunken Head, so you can always cancel a Tempest later in the games when he has a Shrunken Head. As you can see there, I used the Mino to finish off the Tempest. I still add 2 Skeletons. Their cooldowns should be up any second here. There you go. I used my first Skelly, and my second one will be used on Drunken over here. Look at me now. Okay, well, we're going to go back right here. Look at my hero. I'm getting really low. Drunken and Revenant are both coming for me. This is where I utilize the control feature. I right-click Drunken with my creeps, and I run back with my control ability. I also know Revenant's coming, so I'm coming around from the left. I use my nuke. I finish him off, and then I use my Skeletons to go back on Drunken. And there should be off cooldown any second. Let's see. There, the first one off cooldown. Second one off cooldown, and a dead Drunken Master. That's what I said, Carl Ian. I use both tab as well as the numbers to micro between my creeps. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this educational video of Ophelia. It's a little shorter than my usual ones, but I only wanted to show you how exactly to jungle in the Legion jungle. A lot of you are saying that the Hellborn jungle is a lot better than the Legion. I am not really of the same thought process. It depends on the game, but if you can use the pole, the Legion jungle can be incredibly, incredibly strong, which I showcased in this video. So yeah, that's how you jungle as Ophelia, and that's how I micro my creeps. I'm sure that everyone has their different ways to micro, but this is how I do it, utilizing both the tab feature as well as them individually bound. And then do not forget the control feature, because it's very important to be able to micro your creeps while doing something else with your hero, because like I said, as I did here in the team fight, let's say I have 3 Catmen. I run in with my Catmen, I run back with my hero, I use all 3 spells, and I get out safely. But at the same time, my Catmen are still auto-attacking the guy you're hitting. But at the same time, all 6 of you are still in the same control group. You're still effectively controlling your hero and your minions. So after you killed him, you can just right-click away again. So you bring your creeps and yourself home safely. So yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this Ophelia video. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and if you have any time over, come over to my stream at twitch.tv/2easy. Thank you very much for watching, and this is all from me for now. Thank you guys. No problem, no Brownie. I'm glad you enjoyed. And the control thing is a really good thing to know.